meeting is being recorded.
Hi, Lila, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Hang tight. We'll see how many people show up and then I'll go over some things, okay?
All right.
Hi, Melanie. We are hanging out waiting to see how many people show up and then I'll go over some stuff and answer questions that you guys need, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
We are hanging tight and seeing how many more people will join us. So sit back and wait for a bit and I will go over some information and we'll ask questions, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Danya, you there?
Hello.
We're hanging out for a second, seeing who else is going to join, all right?
Okay.
Those of you that are jumping on, we are waiting for more people to show up, so hang tight. Ladies, we're going to give it a couple more minutes, see who else joins us. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If people trickle in, they can catch what has been recorded on our Canvas link when I post that. Couple of things to address. I noticed that some of you that were submitting your plan for your artist trading cards, the assignment that was due on Sunday, were missing some things. Either you were just submitting the thumbnail sketches for your trading cards and not including information like your reference photos, your artists you were inspired by, your concept or your theme moving forward. So make sure that if you were missing any of those pieces of information that you add them and resubmit for a higher grade. Same thing goes on the flip side. Some of you were submitting all of that information, but you weren't submitting your thumbnail sketches for your trading cards. So make sure that you are taking care of that so that I can give you guys the highest grade possible. At any point, you can go back and access those modules and resubmit or add on and submit again. Both options work. Moving forward for this week's assignment, hopefully you guys viewed that PowerPoint and me narrating through the PowerPoint. I'm looking for you guys to actually get started working on your trading cards. So some important things, the size of the trading card really matters. They need to be 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So make sure that you are measuring them and cutting them out accurately, okay? The other thing going forward about your cards, some students like to cut out all 15 cards at once, which is perfectly fine. Some students also like to work on all 15 backgrounds all at once, which is fine too. Just know that this week on Sunday, what I am grading is 5 completed cards. I'm not grading your whole set, only the first 5 cards, the ones that you had originally done thumbnail sketches for, okay? Those are kind of the big points that I have. If you guys are missing work, make sure that you go back and submit the work and assignments that you're missing. At this point, I will take some questions if anybody has questions. Thanks for being flexible, guys. I know originally I had said this meeting would be at 2 on Tuesdays, and going forward it should be, but today I had to kind of shift things around, so thank you for being flexible. Those of you that are on this WebEx meeting, if you don't have any other questions, you guys are welcome to log off. If you're on this WebEx call and you don't have any questions between now and Thursday, you don't necessarily need to show up, okay? Really, I'm using this as a point of reference for you guys to check in with me. So I am kind of taking attendance on who's showing up. And hopefully answering your questions face-to-face if you need them answered. You guys are still welcome to contact me on Canvas, and you're still welcome to email me if you have any questions at any point. But if you guys have questions now, go ahead and unmute your mics and you guys can start asking questions, okay?
So I have a question.
Go for it.
For like cardboard boxes and stuff like for snacks and stuff like that, would it be better to use the outside, like the more like smoother side, or like the rougher side inside?
It is totally up to you. So here's my cards. Typically, I think students tend to lean towards the side that doesn't have any graphic design on it. I, on the other hand, kind of like that instant background that's created. So I tend to use the side that has the printed images. I did kind of take a little bit of white and yellow paint to kind of make it less contrasty so I could actually put stuff on the surface, but it's totally up to you guys. As long as it fits within the sleeve, that's perfectly fine. I have some students who do things where the texture might be raised a little. You just have to be careful that you're not making this a sculpture or a relief and big things sticking off the top surface. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Did you know with the My Spectrum
Miss,
Yes.
what other type of like paper would you recommend to make the cards out of?
So anything is perfectly fine to use as long as you can cut it 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. Let me share the slide with you guys again. Let me pull it up on the screen, the PowerPoint, and the one slide that had the examples where someone had used jeans to cut up. This slide right here. You guys see this slide again?
Mm-hmm.
So that third image where they had used denim jeans to cut up, as long as you can cut it to 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and it fits within a little sleeve protector when you're finished, really any surface works. Think about your medium. If you're painting on it or you're drawing on it, of course, drawing on something like denim jeans might be kind of hard. So think about that. Think about your content and what you're trying to show. Maybe make it relate to the surface that you're working on.
Looking for something new to watch? Spectrum TV
Does that help?
customers have
Yeah.
exclusive access to the Spectrum original series.
Anybody else have questions? Guys, if you jumped in on the middle of this WebEx meeting, it's all being recorded, so you guys can reference the recording on campus and have it posted. If you joined today and you don't have any questions, I took attendance. If you don't have any questions between now and Thursday, you do not have to show up for the Thursday WebEx. That just kind of frees up space for other students who haven't joined to check in. Moving forward, the schedule is going to be Tuesday at 2 o'clock are going to be my WebEx times, and Thursday at 10 a.m. So if you happen to come up with more questions, if you're creating cards and you're struggling with something between now and Thursday, join in again on Thursday at 10 a.m. and I'll be here to answer more questions. But if you guys don't have any questions, y'all can sign off. Just make sure you're up to date with turning stuff in. Okay? Idanya, did you have any other questions? You're the only one left.